Welcome back to Belmont Bunch once again, where we're doing kind of an abbreviated recap. I'm a busy man. I gotta do things. I am working on other stuff that isn't just recaps. I don't know which one's gonna go out first, but I have a trade deadline reaction that is very positive. Have to do this game as well. And I want to do a Kraken related thing as well, but we'll get to that. Islanders win last night, 3-0. Semyon Varlamov, his first shutout of the year. It's been a tough year where the Islanders haven't supported him offensively, so it's nice that they finally win one for him. They did take a while. We were through two scoreless in this one, into the third scoreless, and the Isles were playing all right. Structure-wise on defense, not giving up a ton. Early on, there were a couple of flurries that Varley made a couple of nice stops on, a couple of deflections I noticed that he just kind of stood his ground on and, did the job, decent rebound control and stuff like that. Varley has been really good this year. The numbers haven't been quite fair because the Islanders haven't played well around him. But they did play pretty well in this game. This was a fairly boring Islanders game. Mayfield got the scoring going mid-third. The Islanders had a lot of possession, did a really good job of grinding down Ottawa. A missed assignment off of a kind of broken play where I think Brock was just throwing it to the net and it got blocked. Nobody goes to Scott Mayfield, who has a great pinch down the middle, noticing nobody there, and roofs one short side on Anton Forsberg, who played pretty well for Ottawa. 1-0 there. Anders Lee, towards right about when you would think that Ottawa was going to be pulling the goalie, snags a rebound, roofs it. 2-0 there, and then the Parise empty netter. Not a ton to talk about in this game. Barzal left in the third. Hope he's okay. Barzal's playing with Wally more, so that I like. Wally needs to step up, but it is good to at least you have to try that. If you have this incredible playmaker in Barzal and you have a guy who's drafted to be a sniper, you have to try it at some point. And they've tried it, and so far it hasn't quite worked, but the increased ice time, I think, is good for Wally in the long run. And we're not really looking for win results right now. The season is done. They are done. If they win all their games in hand, they're 9 points out of the playoffs. They're done. So it's a matter of just developing at this point and also finding out, which guys are going to be trade pieces for, as Lou talked about, hockey trades in the offseason to get better, and which guys are going to cement themselves as we're not going to trade this guy. And a game like this tonight, it's the doldrums of the season. The Isles are kind of playing this weird meaningless hockey that they haven't played in a few years, and let's see who cares. And to their credit, I think recently the Isles have shown a lot of pride and actually in these games shown up, looked like they cared, played better defensive structure, and are finding ways to score some goals. Anders Lee has been on a torrid pace. That's fun to see. That's really good to see. The captain, he might hit 30 goals, and that would be a big deal because I was on him not 2 weeks ago. So that's worked out. They need someone like a Pajot. Some of the guys that they have commitment to for a few years now, I like Pajot and Palmieri, continue to produce. They need that because those guys, they're not going anywhere. Those are too big of contracts. They have to be good here or we're screwed. So, happy with the effort. Chara hasn't been quite as terrible recently. Green has been fine. I like not seeing Salo in the lineup. Although I do wish that Salo could be up instead of watching Chara. I wish I didn't have to choose between Chara and Salo. The goaltending recently has been really good. But it does, I always come back to at the beginning of the season, that quote from another anonymous league exec who was like, if they don't get elite goaltending, we think they're going to get exposed. And the Islanders recently have been getting elite goaltending. They got to find a way to win when they don't get elite goaltending, because you're not going to get that for 82 games a year. even with them doubling down and not trading Varley and going with this, what I think is a really good tandem still for at least one more year, possibly. Still, something could happen in the summer, but we'll see. Hey, if they do trade Varley over the summer, hey, this guy Anton Forsberg looks pretty decent as a backup. I know it's tough. The Islanders still want to be 1A, 1B. Maybe Forsberg could be that 1B, but I think in that case, Sorokin, probably, yeah, he almost definitely plays a lot more in that situation than with a Varley tandem. But either way, just spitballing. The end of the year recaps are probably going to be a lot of speculation for me. Anyway, just seeing what they can do in the offseason to not be, this again next year. Like I said, please, God help me. The rest of my teams are not looking fantastic, so I need this. I need this team to figure it out again. Yeah, that's it. We'll see you next time on Belmont Bunch. I'm Mr. Belmont Bunch. Bye.